If you're looking for an easy and simple potato recipe, try out making these delicious, flavorful Katlesi za Nyama, which are stuffed mashed potatoes. The inside of the Katlesi za Nyama is stuffed with minced meat that is super delicious. So hope you'll be trying out this recipe. You're going to start off by peeling 6 to 7 medium potatoes. Then you're going to proceed to wash the potatoes and cut into cubes. I've already done that. So you're going to place a pot over high flame and add in cold water. Transfer the potatoes in the cold water. Here's a quick tip for you. Boiling potatoes in cold water is going to cook the potatoes evenly. If you place the potatoes in boiling water, they're going to cook on the outside so fast and the inside is not going to be evenly cooked. While the potatoes cook, you're going to prep up the fresh ingredients. I've already done that. So for this recipe, you're going to prep up some or chop up some coriander, carrots, red capsicum, onions, and garlic and ginger. It's that simple. Then you're going to grab yourself some spices. So I'm going to be using some paprika, cumin, garlic powder with a little bit of cayenne powder. In another stovetop, I'm going to place a pan with 2 tablespoons of cooking oil because I'm going to be cooking my meat to make my Katlesi. Yes. Once the cooking oil is hot, you're going to add in your onions together with the garlic and ginger. Then you're going to saute the onions until soft. Immediately the onions start to cook, you're going to catch a very nice aroma from the garlic and ginger, which will also add lots of flavor to our Katlesi za Nyama. You don't want the onions to brown too much because they won't be looking very good once the Katlesi are done. So just saute until the onions are soft. That will take around 1.5 minutes over medium flame. Once the onions are ready, I'm going to add in my minced meat. This is 3/4 kg of minced meat. And using my spatula, I'm going to break down the meat as it cooks. Add in my spices. Salt to season my minced meat. Continue breaking down the meat as it cooks, and this is going to take around 3 to 4 minutes so that the minced meat can be fully cooked. The spices are quite simple, as you have seen. So the paprika is going to add in a very lovely red color, and the garlic and cumin are going to add in some warm flavor to the Katlesi. If you have some guests and you want to prepare Katlesi za Nyama, you can check the description box for the full recipe and double up the amount of ingredients to make for your guests. And the Katlesi za Nyama are going to turn out very delicious. So for this recipe, you're going to be multitasking because you're cooking potatoes and also cooking the filling for our Katlesi. At this point, you're going to add in some chopped up red capsicum. Toss the capsicum in the minced meat and cook for around 30 seconds because you want the capsicum crunchy. Then you're going to put out the flames because you don't want to overcook the minced meat. Add in some coriander and stir in. This is so yummy. After garnishing with coriander, your minced meat is ready. So you're going to place aside so that the meat can cool. My potatoes are almost cooking. So you're going to move to your working surface and add 1 cup all-purpose flour to a bowl. Then you're going to crack in 3 eggs to another bowl. Add in some black pepper and a little bit of salt to your all-purpose flour. Mix up using a fork. Then you're going to whisk your eggs until fully combined. Now that I've prepped my egg wash and all-purpose flour, I'm going to check on my potatoes by inserting a fork. Once the fork can run through, the potatoes are ready. So you don't want to overcook the potatoes because the potatoes are going to be very wet for your katlesi. So at this point, I'm going to turn off the flame and drain the water. Once you have drained the water from the potatoes, you're going to add in some shredded carrots and the remaining coriander. And I'm also using coriander stems. Then I'm going to fully mash up my potatoes using a potato masher. If you're using a non-stick pan just like me, make sure to use a silicone spatula because you don't want to destroy the non-stick on your pot. That is the non-stick coating. The potatoes are going to mash very easily because they are well cooked but not overcooked. Once the potatoes are fully mashed, you're going to wait for around 3 to 5 minutes so that the potatoes can cool enough to handle, so that you can stuff the potatoes with our delicious meat filling. Once your potatoes and minced meat have cooled, you're going to place a frying pan and add in cooking oil over medium-high flame and wait for the oil to get hot. So meanwhile, as the oil is getting hot, you're going to start prepping up your katlesi and everything looks absolutely delicious. So I'm going to start off with some mashed potatoes. I'm using a spoon to scoop out my mashed potatoes. So I'm going to place on the palm of my hands around 2 scoops of mashed potatoes. Then using my fingers, I'm going to make a well in the middle of the potatoes. Next, you're going to add in your minced meat in the middle. And using the palm of your hands, you're going to mold the potatoes into a ball just like this. And then you're going to place aside and make some more. So 2 scoops of our delicious and colorful mashed potatoes. Make a well in the middle and then stuff using the minced meat. Make sure not to add in so much of the minced meat because it will be very hard for you to coat the minced meat with the mashed potatoes. Place aside and then you're going to finish up making the rest. Once you're done stuffing the potatoes with the minced meat, it's time to fry our katlesi. So over here I have my all-purpose flour and my egg wash. So I'm going to pick 1 potato ball and then I'm going to coat with some all-purpose flour. This is going to help the egg wash to stick. Transfer to my egg wash and coat. And then I'm going to transfer to my cooking oil, which is already hot. Carefully place in your potatoes into the cooking oil and pick the next one. After placing in the potatoes in the cooking oil, you're going to fry for around a minute. Then you're going to flip so that the other side can cook for another minute. This is the first step of making katlesi. So you're going to fry, and then I'm going to be coating the same eggs with the second coating of egg wash. Place into my egg wash once more, making sure to coat all the sides, and then I'm going to transfer to my cooking oil once more. When frying the katlesi, avoid overcrowding, because once you overcrowd, the potatoes are going to stick together and then the stuffing is going to come out. So use a large frying pan and don't overcrowd. I'm waiting for the katlesi to have a very nice golden brown color, and they smell absolutely incredible. Remember, everything is fully cooked. The mashed potatoes are cooked. The minced meat is cooked. All we are doing is adding a very lovely layer of golden brown color since we have used egg wash. My second round of katlesi, and I'm moving very fast because I want the katlesi to cook evenly. Flip my katlesi so that they can cook on the other side. This is my first coating of egg wash, so I'm going to repeat and coat the katlesi with another layer of egg wash. Drop into my cooking oil, and I'm almost done. After a minute, I'm going to check on my katlesi, and the katlesi are done. They have a very nice golden brown color. So I'm going to shake off the excess oil and transfer to a plate so that the excess oil can soak into the paper towels. Put out the flames because I'm done, and then I'm going to be plating to show you how gorgeous the katlesi are looking. When done making your katlesi and nyama, they are going to be looking so gorgeous. The outside is going to be crispy, golden brown, and the inside is going to be tender with a nice minced meat filling. So this recipe is worth trying, and it only needs basic ingredients, and the outcome is going to be so good.